So I've been in this game now for about, I think, over 10 years, since Majestic Dawn, and I've never had this issue in my entire just playing this game. It's nothing bad, don't worry. Also, I wanted to show you guys real quick. My room here is pretty festive, pretty sweet. Done all Christmassy, so that way my recovery is somewhat kind of like, uplifting. But anyway, so the issue that I'm having right now is there's not a single deck that I want to play. And so I'm going to be pretty much just kind of talking about that, seeing if I can get some advice, talking a little bit about it, and see if there's any of you that have had this issue before. Like I said, it's nothing bad, nothing negative towards the game. It's just a personal thing of me not really seeing a deck that I want to try or want to play. Nothing's really like, I'm not interested in anything, and I figure I would see if any of you guys have had this issue before and see if maybe you guys can give me some advice. So take care, sit back, relax, enjoy the random gameplay that I'm putting in this video, and yeah, have a good one. Alright, so the gameplay you guys are seeing is pretty much just so you have something to watch. So it's not like a long video of me just kind of talking here and you guys have something somewhat entertaining to check out. But before I get into this, I just want to say that I'm not trying to say these decks are bad, these decks suck, I'm not trying to say anything negative. I'm simply just kind of telling you where I stand as far as like this whole issue goes. So, I kind of touched upon it briefly when it comes to like what the issue is, and really it's like nothing is kind of interesting me to play. Nothing's tickling my Pokeballs. Nothing's really like standing out as far as like a deck that I want to play, a deck I want to focus on. And even in like my darkest ruts playing this game, I've still had like things that I want to try, things that I've wanted to play. There's nothing really necessarily that I'm like, But right now it's like, it's nothing bad. It's just I don't want to play anything that's currently out. And I guess like the reason why I'm making this video is I want to see if any of you have had this issue before, or if maybe you know some people, or you just in general have advice for me. And the cool thing about right now is like there's a lot of decks to play. Like not like necessarily like tier 1, but just in general there's a lot of decks to play. And so I guess like, man, I don't know. This is a brand new problem for me. And I'm getting near, like I say near, I still have about 3 or 4 weeks left before I can really get back out in society in like a normal capacity, like full time. Right now, I'm just kind of peeking through the blind, sort of, kind of like the Lord have mercy guy, getting back out in the world. But, all year I've been pretty much out of the game. I haven't really been able to like fully focus on Pokemon just because of everything going on, and now that I'm kind of getting closer and closer to like being released back out in the wild, I'm able to focus on the game a little bit. And I knew, going into surgery that like kind of once I got out and, some healing has gone by, that basically Paradox Rift would already be established. And so, that's just kind of like one of those things that I knew I would be confused, but I didn't think I'd be like, holy crap, I don't have anything really that I want to play. What do I do? And this is the part of the video where I realized that 3 of my Irida are prized. But yeah, and the thing is, getting back to it, dude, there's a lot of decks to play. I feel like the 2 that I had built prior, and I kind of kept them built, were Chien-Pao and Miraidon. Obviously, those are 2 pretty solid picks now, and I didn't really have those built prior just because of Iron Hands. I just want to throw that out there. But, we have other decks like Charizard. It's not really a deck that has, like, kept my interest for a long period of time. And the last time I played Mew, I got absolutely clapped. And then when it comes to Roaring Moon, I just kind of feel like there'd be some redneck constantly hovering over me going, that better be a good Squawkabilly boy. And then Lost Box, I've never been a fan of Lost Box. I just be honest with you. And then I don't even know what the heck is going on with that Entei deck. That one to me, and again, these are just my opinions. I'm not trying to bash the decks. It's just a little too gimmicky for me, and I feel like that would not be something that I'd really vibe too well with. And then, of course, there's Snorlax, but, I've touched women, so I can't play that deck. There's Cloth. There's all kinds of stuff to play right now. There is crap, I'm looking at, like, a recent tournament report. Oh, yeah, Rapid Strike. That's another one. So, yeah, there's definitely options, but for me, it's just, like, a matter of I just don't know what I want to play right now, and so I guess like as I get closer and closer to kind of be able to go back out and like attend leagues again. What, like, do you guys have any advice, any suggestions? You know, like, what can I do? Because I like right now, guys, I just don't know. Trying to think, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I saw my surgeon, and she kind of said that, you know, my healing process is going good, even though I'm a little behind where I should be. Everything's fine. It's normal. And so here in like a week, 2 or 3, I'll be able to like actually go to like public stuff and actually, you know, be there and not be constantly afraid like I was before. And then close towards the end of the year, I'll be going back to work. So, you know, I'll be a normal member of society again. And that's not something that I've had all year. And part of that is going to be able to attend leagues again and go play cards. And like I said, I'm not going to be constantly afraid of something happening. So, you know, God dang it, I keep hitting my phone. So that's kind of where I'm at. And the more I was kind of thinking about it, the more I was looking at it, I'm like, dude, I don't even know like what I want to try to build to go back to start playing league again, or just playing, you know, with some friends and stuff, you know, because nothing's like kind of catching my eye. And this is the part of the video, I think, here in a second, where my opponent just kind of sits there with Curlia because they realize that I have an Iron Hands on the bench and they don't know what they want to do. I had this recorded originally, but I did not like that take. But yeah, so, you know, I figured I wanted to make this video and just like briefly discuss kind of like my mental standpoint on that right now. Because like I said, it's not really necessarily a negative problem. It's not really a bad problem either. It's nothing. I wouldn't say it's me trying to hate on anything. It's definitely not. It's just me saying that, like, maybe it's because I haven't been in the game long enough, like this year, to kind of understand the metagame, to kind of figure out my play style in the current format, you know, like what I want to try to accomplish, you know. Because with me being in the game for like 10 plus years, you would think that I would be able to look at that and go, oh, I want to play that. But for some reason, and again, it's probably because I don't understand the metagame right now, it's just a definite no. But I do think that we're winding down here in the gameplay. Yeah, we have less than a minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and just ask you guys if there is anything you can kind of give me advice on. I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm about to watch the final week of college football and see if Texas can clutch up in their last game of the season. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. And yeah, guys, take care. This is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. My opponent concedes here in just a second because I keep doing stuff, and I'm going to go down to do press cards. So yeah, poor guy.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.